The lonely chapter. Where greatness is born, mediocrity is behind you, success lies ahead. The path you choose today will determine the person you become tomorrow. It's your decision. It's your moment. We choose to go to the moon, they once said, bold, brave, and fully aware of the unknown. That's the spirit you need when you enter what I call the lonely chapter. This chapter isn't about isolation for the sake of it. It's not about giving up on people. It's not about being alone forever. It's about stepping away from the noise long enough to hear the voice inside of you, the one calling you to do more, to become more. Cutting through the noise. We live in a world drowning in noise, notifications, constant updates, likes, comments, and endless entertainment. We're surrounded by distractions that feel good in the moment, but steal our future 1 minute at a time. The question is, can you shut off short-term pleasure for long-term purpose? That's not easy. The pain you're feeling now, that discomfort, that restlessness, it's a sign that growth is knocking on your door. It's not punishment. It's proof. Proof that you are shedding the old you and preparing to become the person you were meant to be. Withdraw to reconnect. Sometimes, to find yourself, you have to lose the world for a little while. Take a walk without your phone. Sit in silence. Go for a hike. Leave the city. Get on a bus or a train and let your mind breathe. These aren't just activities. They're soul work. It's in these quiet moments that you start to hear your true self speak. The one that's buried under layers of noise and nonsense. The one that remembers what matters. Rediscovery, reinvention, reflection. These are the purposes of solitude. Disappear to discover. There's a moment in your life when you need to disappear. Not forever, but for a while. Just long enough to do the work. To block out the distractions. To silence the noise. To cut off all that is not real and get serious about your life. In this chapter, you disconnect from the external world so you can reconnect with your inner world. You start to hear your own thoughts again. You begin to dream again, not shallow dreams, but real ones. Dreams that grow wings in the quiet. Within you is a spark, a glowing ember of what could be, who you could be, who you were always meant to be. Solitude, the gateway to purpose. Solitude is not a curse. It's a gift. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. Yes, it can feel scary. Yes, it can feel lonely. But that's only because we've trained ourselves to fear stillness. We've convinced ourselves that silence means something is wrong. But what if silence means everything is right? The strongest people, the leaders, the pioneers, the world changers, they all went through this. Seasons of solitude, moments of darkness, periods of reflection. And through it, they found clarity, purpose, vision, identity over image. When you spend time alone, you stop chasing image and start building identity. You stop asking, what will they think? And start asking, who do I want to become? You start planning tomorrow, today. You begin managing your energy, not just your time. You journal, you reflect, you assess your wins and your losses. You set goals that actually matter. You stop drifting and start driving. This is how you take control of your life, from lonely to liberated. What if the chapter you've been calling lonely is really the chapter that will liberate you? What if being alone is how you protect your peace? What if peace is the most precious treasure you'll ever own? This isn't about shutting everyone out. It's about shutting the noise out long enough to listen to what your soul is trying to say. It's about making room for healing, learning, and growing. You'll begin to unlearn what's false and relearn what's true. You'll start to rebuild your life from the inside out. The greatest souls emerge from silence. Some of the greatest thinkers, leaders, creators, and innovators were shaped in silence. They didn't find their power in applause. They found it in the quiet, in the unknown, in the time everyone else avoided. And you can too. So as you enter this season, this lonely chapter, ask yourself, who will I become when I come out of this? And what will I give back to the world?